I called it. I called it. I did amazing. Now listen, this might have been one of the more easy calls out there to make. Oh, it's called Royal, what is it called? What is it? King's Court. Yeah, it's called King's Court. Obviously, that kind of very clearly throws the name at the face card knights. But you know what? I still called it. I was exactly right. And I was actually more right than I thought I was. So let's jump into this. We got some crazy, crazy news. If you did not hear, we got more information on King's Court. Yeah, just a bunch of teasers about the cards. We don't actually have any effects, but we do have some teasers there. So, the King of Games shall see you now. King's Court revitalizes Yugi's 3 Musketeers of face cards, King's Knight, Queen's Knight, and Jack's Knight, with a new high-speed summoning strategy that always leaves you with a full hand. Sounds good. I mean, until we get effects, it's going to be hard to like put this on in the good or terrible category, whatever. There's always the possibility this is just going to be way too anime-esque for support. Anime cards are not usually good, or they're really busted, one or the other. But obviously, we know that the Knight cards are not that good in the anime or real Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so we have some artwork here. It's really hard to see, and even if I open this in a new tab, I can't really do much with it. So if you can hopefully see, we'll go back to this picture. 4 new cards are confirmed. Oh, that's just a summary. All right, whatever. A Joker monster to go with the Poker Knights, Queen's Knight, etc. That Konami states can summon itself and return itself to the hand during each end phase. Now, I think it's important to notice they specifically liken it to Magician Souls. That could either be a really good thing or a really bad thing. We've seen this done before where they compare something to a really good card we already have. It's like this, but kind of different. And you're like, oh, that card's amazing. Magician Souls. Amazing. But then they just are like, oh, that's just an absolutely way worse Magician Souls. Why would I play that? We don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But it's 2,000 attack. And it can assume the identity of all 3 of the knights. Now, I don't know if that's more so alluding to the fusions. It can count as fusion material as one of the other ones, or what. I don't know. We'll figure that out when it comes. I believe it's the middle guy here. This guy is the Joker's Knight, I believe. I like his design. He looks cool. Definitely cool looking. We also have Arcana Triumph Joker, a card that gains attack for cards in hand and can discard cards to destroy cards of the same type. It is not currently confirmed to be a fusion monster or not, so keep that in mind. Hopefully that's a quick effect. I mean, they didn't say, so there's more likely than not it's not. Or I'm sorry, more likely that it's not a quick effect just because they didn't actually say it's quick there. That would be really cool. It'd kind of be like Macabre, but instead of like when your opponent activates something, discard the right type, it could just be a quick effect, discard the right type, wipe the board of all those types. That'd be really cool and powerful. Have some actual legit payoff for this engine. That'd be really cool. And also you get a spell and a trap that also return themselves to the hand. So that's also super interesting. Obviously, we need to see what these do. I kind of get scared with the way this is worded here, because in my mind, just knowing how Konami is known to do things, like if they return themselves to the hand on the end phase, that's pretty strong, right? The only thing that worries me is that, like, are they just going to make these cards really unimpactful? So, like, yes, you get them back, you don't lose advantage, but, like, they don't do much for you. That's my main concern. We'll see on that. We'll definitely see on that. But returning to the hand is not the worst thing. If it's a regular spell and a regular trap, it does mean they're still slow. You still have to set a trap, activate it, then it bounces to hand, so you'd have to set it next turn, and it'd still be set for another turn. So it is fairly slow, which isn't the worst, but I don't know. Still interesting there. Yeah, and then when you look at the artworks, I just want to go back to the artworks real quick. This very, very clearly to me is just like a retrained Queen's Knight. I mean, like, this is just like screams Queen's Knight, right? So, and they weren't incredibly clear here, but I think this pretty much means we're going to get Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight, King's Knight, the new Joker monster, the new boss monster, the Arcana Triumph Joker, 5 cards, and a spell and a trap. So we have, I believe, 7 confirmed cards, and we do have this artwork here that we don't know. This could just easily be one of the spells or the spell or the trap, but it's also possible it's another monster. So that could be potentially 8 cards It's 7 cards, almost guaranteed, I think. Potentially 8 or even 9, because this looks like twins. I don't know if we get something else that pairs with that. I don't know. Very, very cool. Very, very exciting. I really like the sound of all of this, even if it's not great. Although they do make it sound like it's decent. They make it sound like they're setting you up, because they also talk about down here that it could work with a god deck, an Egyptian god deck with Slifer the Sky Dragon. Spam the board, but still hold cards in hand to buff your Slifer. Well, Slifer takes your normal summon, which means this engine kind of screams to me like, is this just an engine that's going to get you 3 bodies on board without normal summoning so that you can still go with the Slifer? That's pretty cool. That's pretty strong. We just gotta, I don't know, keep it in mind and see where it goes. I'm very excited. They also mentioned some other things I do want to talk about here. King's Court also has new cards to help out a wide variety of decks you might have started building in 2021, including new cards related to deck strategies and themes introduced or supported in Legendary Duelist Season 2, Lightning Overdrive, and more. So just off of those, very, very interesting. Legendary Duelist 2, that could be a new Harpy card, Blue Eyes card, Black Wings, Photons, or whatever you call it. No, it's not Stardust. Galaxy Eyes, Photons, whatever that archetype. Trains, more Rose Dragons, right? Like all those things like could end up being in there. That's very important to note. And then Lightning Overdrive, we're getting some new things. There's so many archetypes supported in Lightning Overdrive. I don't even want to try and go through that, but still very cool that we're going to get some new cards there. Also, be on the lookout for collector's rare versions of world premiere cards and previously unreleased cards from Japan, as well as classic and competitive favorites. That's also really cool. Get some classic reprints as well as some competitive favorites. That would be really nice. There's a lot of competitive cards people have been waiting for. They even talked about Magician Souls here, so hopefully we could get a Magician Souls reprint. That would be really nice. I think this set's shaping up pretty nicely. 65 cards total, 15 cards in the set will be collector's rare, 10 ultras, 15 supers, 37 rares. I'm down for the sound of that. Every pack is 1 foil card and 6 rare cards. I'm with it. I'm fully with it. I'm down. I love the sound of all of this. I can't wait for the effects to get revealed. What is the official date again? I don't even remember the official date here. The release date of the set is June 24th. So we are currently about 3 months away. So probably in about a month-ish, in the next month, we'll probably get our first reveals for actual effects here. Most likely that, or somewhere between a month and 2 months from now. I can't wait. Obviously, I'll bring you news on that when it comes. But guys, please tell me in the comment section down below, what do you want to see these new Knight cards do? What do you want to see the face card Knights do here in terms of what their effects do? If please tell me the boss monster is a quick effect, even if it's not, if it's fairly easy to make. Like what if it just has like a ABC Dragon Buster clause, where it's just like if you just control or even have all 3 engrave, banish and plop them on the field, discard any type of card, pop that every copy of that kind of card on the field. That could still be worth. I mean, obviously you still would want some kind of disruptive capability, but if the deck already just spams the board well enough, you could already potentially get to that just separately, and then that could be kind of the cleanup card that helps you go for a game or something. I don't know. Just some thoughts from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like I said, let me know in the comment section down below what you want these cards to do. I love this. I think these are the last cards of Yugi's that really, really, really need a retrain. You could say that Celtic Guardian deserves an archetype like Thunder Dragon, how it was just 1 card and it got made into an entire thing. You could argue that. I think these were the last cards Yugi has that never got a retrain and fully deserved it, and I'm really glad they're getting it. Hopefully they're modernized to a good point where we're just like, yo, those are very cool collector's cards because they're Yugi cards, but they're also good. They're just good. I can't wait. I can't wait. I love it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on all Yu-Gi-Oh news, reviews on new cards, deck profiles, sometimes test hands and other stuff, and obviously, future shenanigans. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.